Meeting of the Board of Assessors. The time is, according to that clock, 6:14, and we are being taped by the West Bridgewater Community TV. Mr. Principal Assessor, what do you got?
Mr. Chairman, I'll read the state of emergency public access notice. Due to public safety concerns regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, this meeting will be open to the public through remote participation only. The meeting will be accessible to the public via audio conferencing capabilities by telephone. If you would like to listen live, please dial 425-436-6392 and enter the access code 604239 to join the conference. Please be advised that the chairman may not allow questions from the listening public.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have one taxpayer representative scheduled for 6:30 this
Okay.
evening. Couple of updates. Applications for statutory exemptions are due April 1st by 4 p.m. The town hall will open to the public on April 5th. Until then, entry is still only by appointment. You have before you a copy of the revised assessors budget.
Yep.
There are, I think there's just one more change. So the last meeting, you approved the $7,500. This meeting, I'm asking you to approve the reduction of the appointed official salary request to level funding for last year. I think that's the only change.
I believe it is, John. Yeah.
So if the board, either by consensus or by vote,
Okay.
would approve that, then we can notify the selectman's office that it
Okay.
has been revised.
I'm sorry, what one did you say was the other change, John?
At the last meeting, was consultant services increased by $7,500.
Right, and what was the other one? You just said there were two changes, I thought you just said? Just the $7,500 change?
No, the
Yes.
appointed official
Oh, that's,
dropped down to level fund from the same as FY21. It had a slight increase of like $875. That's been taken out, and it's been brought down to the FY21 amount. So now that is level funded. That was the only change from the last time. Is there any discussion on this?
well, I'm just confused for, so, you said appointed official?
Correct.
So it's back at 86.7. But we still don't have a contract yet, John. So isn't, and maybe I'm just getting my years confused because half years and,
Yeah.
you know, it's been a long day. What is
Happy
your,
St. Patrick's Day.
oh God. We'll blame the Irish for it.
There you go. We'll take the blame.
The last contract that we have signed for you, are you at 85,000 in that one? I'm just trying to keep my numbers straight.
Fiscal 20 would be 85,000. Fiscal 21 is proposed 86.7. But you're correct, there is no contract.
So we're putting in 1,700 from the contract that we haven't done yet.
That's correct.
Yeah, for 21, the 2% was given to all appointed or elected, whatever you want to, not elected, department heads. So that really has nothing to do with the budget in front of us. It's, level funded is 86.7 from FY21.
Are we gonna get the contract back on the table pretty soon to get this
I hope so.
resolved?
That makes two of us. At least two of us.
Yep.
Maybe three of us.
Well, no, I definitely would like to see us to get this straightened out, because it's been way, way too long, and it's not fair to you. And I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to remember from that long ago. We approved 1,700 prior, so we're carrying the 1,700 from the prior budget?
No, it would be funded once the contract was signed. But the budget, yes, has that amount in it. But I'm being paid at 85 until a contract is agreed, then I would get a
Right.
lump sum.
Right, done, right. No, I understand that. All right, so we approved that in the prior year budget,
That's correct,
the 17,
yes,
85 to 86.7.
correct.
Okay, just making sure I got it.
Okay,
All right,
got it?
I got it,
Okay,
I think. Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
All right, I'll make a motion to the board to approve the proposed FY '22 request of $247,152.
Second,
Do I have a second?
second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Just for the record, 300, I didn't hear.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, 300, thank you.
Thank you.
The annual town meeting, as I mentioned at the last meeting, is scheduled for May 17th. Just want to know if the board has any articles they want to place on the warrant. The deadline for placing articles on the warrant is March 26th. And I put on the agenda, for example, would you like to put an article in there to authorize the Board of Assessors to enter into multiple-year contracts, employment contracts? It probably wouldn't affect me, but I'm thinking about the future.
Wasn't that something town council said that we can't do? Or that the DOR said that that's not something we can do?
Without town meeting approval or bylaws, or
Yeah, we can do it if it gets approval, but
couldn't do it today. Couldn't do it today.
I don't think it's necessary.
you have no idea what you're talking about. To get anybody in here, when John retires, whenever that's gonna be,
I'm gonna work for 1 year.
I got a couple of guys that might be interested, you know, they're real good, like say John was, but they're not gonna leave a job they have for a 1-year contract, so
Right.
you're gonna get exactly what you pay for. If you wanna go that way, that's fine, good luck. But if you wanna have somebody come in with some stability, knows the job, they can run the office, fine. If you don't wanna do that, 2 guys that we interviewed for, when we had him, went to another community that I'm well aware of, and both of them, you know, they just weren't qualified with it. Well, you know, they tried, good for them. They went to another community, and the 2 of them combined didn't last a year.
Well,
So
no,
you're gonna get what you pay for, what you sign. Nobody's gonna leave, somebody that's real capable is not gonna leave what they're doing for a 1-year commitment.
No.
well, no, I understand what you're saying, but I talked to David about this, and I think the towns that he had reached out to, that most everybody had a 1-year contract, that most of them didn't have multiple years. So, but I understand what you're saying.
Nothing too that I'm familiar with, but I'm not gonna go back and forth on that right now. My opinion's qualified to say that, you know, you do whatever you want, but you won't get, you know, you could, there's a chance, but you won't get somebody that, you know, that you have to babysit, and we can't afford that around here.
Right, no, I understand what you're saying.
I think we should put it on, and if they vote, they vote. Give it a shot. That's,
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah, you know,
You can make the argument there.
we could probably do it maybe next year.
Yeah.
I don't wanna, you know, we got a lot going on this year, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, you have correspondence, I think, that was circulated. Do you have it, Paula?
I have the stuff right here.
There are warrants and bills payable, motor vehicle excise abatements and certificates and denials, and the usual documents that need to be signed by the board. And then you have your minutes.
Yep, I got all them.
January 8th, January 15th, March 4th, April 1st, May 6th, May 20th, and July 15th.
Okay.
for
Thank
your
you.
approval.
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes that John has presented to us. I don't know the exact dates on them, there's a bunch of them there. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm opposed because some of these are just so old. I don't think any of us remember what really happened back then. And without reviewing the tapes or seeing the actual minutes that were taken.
Well, I think Daniela did a good job in doing them the way they're supposed to be. I don't find that a problem.
And that's fine, but they're just so old.
Well, that's
It's
what
my-
it is till they get done, but I don't
I
have a problem
understand
with
that, but again, I've mentioned multiple times, if somebody wants to file a complaint, we're in the wrong.
it. That's what happens.
Okay,
So
2-1.
2-1-0.
Yep.
I believe that's all I have for open session. Yep,
Okay.
the rest of it appears
Thanks, John.
that it should be discussed in executive session. So, Mr. Chairman and the board members, I recommend that the board enter executive session for the purpose of reviewing applications for abatement, exemption, and classification relative to Purpose 7, Mass General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 60, and to review and discuss strategy of pending appellate tax board cases relative to Purposes 3 and 7, Mass General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 60, because to do so in open session could have a detrimental effect on the board's litigating position, and not to enter into or reconvene in open session.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we that the board enters into executive session for the reasons that Principal Assessor Donnie just mentioned. And I'll need a second and affirmed by roll call.
Second?
Okay? Assessor Smith,
Yes.
Bunker,
yes.
McCarthy, yes.